Okay, YouTubers, my name is Davison and welcome to Code with Davison. It's all about codes, but I don't know. Everything on YouTube is now about you learning how to code, and everyone is telling you do this stack. But I'm going to hit you with a different way. We'll be delving into projects, talking about how things were engineered. We'll be seeing things from the computer science perspective and then the software engineering perspective. On today's episode on the engineering behind, we'll be choosing ElevenLabs. Your favorite text to speech site and your favorite AI character and other stuff, building your personal personas and things. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Code with Davison, and on this episode of the engineering behind ElevenLabs. Initially, in our previous episode, we spoke about the text-to-speech feature of ElevenLabs, and then we use a Python code to do exactly that. But what we didn't do is we were not able to change the voices, and then that's kind of an L. If you should just force people to use a default voice, whilst you can just maybe be like, let's say the person is a female, I would love to hear a male's voice. The person is a male, I would love to hear a female voice. You get it? So here on the ElevenLabs, they have that feature. They have their default voices to be Rachel, Adam, Alice, Bill, Brian. Those are the 5 and then they have Grand Passport and other stuff. But during our time, we didn't have that, and it's an L for us. So we are going to build exactly that. We are going to build exactly what we were supposed to have in our code, because we have to change. We have to be able to change the voices. A male and a female. Those are the two voices we can have. We can't have any other voice again. So let's get into it. Okay, so here initially we didn't have this particular lines of code. It was just importing a library, declaring a variable, the user entering the speech, and then you already know, we saying it out, and then we running and waiting. That's what we're doing. But now, since we want to select a variable, we want to select a voice. We would have to try something. We have to let the user try something. Let's say, please select a voice or something. But here, you notice I used the while loop. Yes, using the while loop too, I made it indefinitely. Like, it's going to run indefinitely. Like, it doesn't have a stop or something unless I stop it myself. That's what your phone is doing to you. That's what's going on. Like, listening to clicks. That's what your phone is doing. So sometimes you double tap when your phone screens go off, and then you double tap, it rises up. Let me just tell you what's going on behind your within the engineering of your phone. Is your smartphone is going to be like, hello, touch. Did he tap? And then if you haven't tapped, your phone's touch is going to be like, no. Okay. And then the next second, hello, did he tap? So every second there is something asking whether you've touched the phone. If you have not, the display remains dark, or it just goes off black. But once you tap or double tap, it's like, yo, he tapped. Everybody wake up. That's how it is. So with a while true, it's just going to iterate like true continuously until I stop it personally. That's how it's going to run. So here we have while true. That's the while loop condition. While loop condition of them condition, and then we have the try and except. So the try and except is going to be like, hey, try doing this, except you fail. I mean, try learning coding except you fail. Try learning coding except you fail. So once you try learning it and then you fail, it's going to stop. But since it's in an indefinite loop, it is going to try again, and then that's what we have to be doing. I mean, we have to keep trying. We have to keep on trying. I mean, there are a lot of things happening, but we have to keep on trying. We have to survive. I mean, like Franklin said, surviving is winning now. Exactly. So yeah, it's going to keep on trying. So they try and accept statements. That's what she does. And then here we give it a variable. That's the voice changing variable that takes the user input. The user selects either 0 or 1. So 0 for male and then 1 for female. Then we move on to the if function. So the if statement here is going to ask, is the input the user gave less than 2? If it is less than 2, we are good. If it is more than 2, no, we are not going to do shit. That's what it means. So it's going to be voice changer less than 2. If yes, let's just set a property to this. So with a set property, it's a function that takes 2 arguments. Yeah, it takes 2 arguments, and then with this arguments, you just have to set either the string, the first argument it takes is a string, and then the second one is an integer. We'll be doing strings and integers later. So let's go with yes. So it's going to either, and then I know you are asking why is the first string like saying volume, in the second set property when it was called it was saying rate, and then the third time it was called it was saying voice. It has inbuilt if statement in that particular function. So if you use volume, it knows what it's going to do. If you use rate, it knows what it's going to do. If you use voice, it knows what it's going to do. That's how it is. And we have a get property here. So get property is just going to get a voice and we are going to change it to something. Yes, so get that particular voice. If you want to change it, you just get a voice, change it with this particular. So you are going to swap that particular voice and then we run it. So here you notice we came back to set this set property, the voice to be the voice we've changed using the user's input. That's what we did. And then here we see what the user wants us to say and run and wait. So let's see if our code is going to work perfectly for us. We don't have to do much talking and stuff, but I mean, let's see if it's going to work perfectly for us. Let's dive in. Okay, so okay, and let's save this. Now let's rerun this. I'm shy, I mean, enter a message here. Hello, developers. Welcome to code. They're saying male for. I think we should use the female voice. I mean.
Hello, developer. Welcome to Code with Davison.
Oh, you want us to try with a male voice too? I'm cool. Let's go.
Hello, developer. Welcome to Code with Davison.
Okay, so with that being done, kindly like and subscribe to our channel so that we'll be delving deep into what our current system does, Okay, so with that being said, that will be the end of this episode, and I hope everything stays blessed, everyone stays okay, and then we'll meet again. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and then subscribe to the channel. Let's grow the family together.